When the tears come streaming down your face, 'cause you lose something you can't replace. When you love someone but it goes to waste, why can't be?
Okay, so this is my second time making this video because the first time it was too long. So this request is from Evie, whose friend recently got dumped because he told his girlfriend that he was trans. This topic hits really close to home, so here it goes. I had been dating the love of my life for like 3 months. Officially almost a year and a half. What happened was I came out in February to her, and 3 weeks later, over spring break, she dumped me. Needless to say, I was a mess. Total mess. Total, complete, falling apart mess. And then I had to go back to school for another month and a half after she dumped me. So yeah. Her reasoning was she wasn't ready to handle it. She wasn't ready to see me as male. She wasn't ready to transition herself. Because when you're with someone, that person is in turn forced to transition along with you, depending on how long you've been together. And being with someone for 3 years is a long time. I mean, I was devastated. I was absolutely devastated. I mean, before we left for school, we went to different colleges, so we had survived the distance thing, but we didn't survive transition. And anyway, before I left for school, I gave her a ring, promising such and such. But, yeah, we broke up. But, I mean, we're still best friends. I mean, I would say we're still best friends. She's still in my life. I still talk to her every day. And, I hung out with her today for a good 4 or 5 hours. And we're able to talk, because we separated, we are able to talk about things differently. I remember when I first started, when we were dating, my issue of gender expression came up quite a few times. It wasn't something that was an often occurrence, but every couple months or so, my dysphoria would flare and all that kind of stuff. But we're able to talk about my transition, and I'm able to tell her about it now without hesitation, without the fear of her getting angry or, upsetting her. Because when I first came out, this is 3 weeks before she dumped me, before I got home from school, I felt this, like, you could feel the tension whenever I brought it up. So it was no big surprise when she dumped me. But, as much as I say I would never wish heartbreak on my worst enemy. And, the circumstances surrounding it, I could say are a little bit more painful than than a normal breakup, considering you're being broken up because you're trying to be happy. But that's how it goes. But I mean, now we're able to talk. I mean, we still talk every day. We still hang out once a week. But I'm embracing my singlehood. I am taking me time. And it's gonna be me time for a long time. Considering I need to do this transition for me, and I need to be okay with me before I can be okay with someone else in my life. That's how I'm taking my strides right now. Same with her. She's embracing the single life. Neither of us are looking for anything serious. Neither of us are looking for anything big in terms of commitment wise. Just kind of playing it, see what happens. With myself, I want to be on T a good 6 months before I even consider the dating scene or the hookup scene or what have you. I feel like anyone I do get with, end up getting involved with, will know beforehand that I am trans. I don't think that I'll be able to handle coming out to someone after we start dating. I think that starting a relationship with secrets, starting a relationship with secrets is not the way to go. So yeah, that's my take on dating. I'm one of those guys who got burned for coming out, but makes you who you are. You grow from it. So, I wouldn't change it. Okay, maybe I would. I wouldn't change the fact that we broke up, but I would change how we broke up. But, things happen for a reason, and, I can't speak to this guy in terms of how long he was with this girl, or if it was just a hookup, or, but, I was in it for 3 years before. So, it's coming on a couple months now that I've been single, and still takes some getting used to. But that's what happens. You gotta put yourself out there. You gotta take care of yourself. So, but with this guy, I don't really know if this was like their first meeting, or if she knew she knew him before, or what the circumstances was, or is. Yeah, it's a really shitty thing to do, but some people just can't handle us. Too hot to handle. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I really think you gotta I think the trans issue has to be known before you get into the relationship from both sides. Before things can move forward. So, I wish him the best of luck, whoever this friend of Evie is. But also, I will be... you can look at my personal channel, I talk about this a lot. Well, not a lot, because she doesn't like her name all over YouTube, so we won't get into that. But, have a good week, guys. See you next Monday.